right, welcome to Card Cousins. Unique one here today. We've got some Upper Deck blasters right here. And listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I had trouble. The recording didn't work when I originally did this. So a lot of my movements with my hands are not going to match my voice because I am watching this back and trying to re-record over it to go along with it because these are two good boxes. I really enjoyed them. And I didn't want to lose the footage completely and not have it be shared because I don't feel like getting two more boxes of these. Maybe I'll get them in those tins or some other form, but Upper Deck's coming through here. This is they're the flagship of hockey. They're kind of all the other sets that run through. They all kind of come through Upper Deck, and these are fun. And I am looking for Ivan Demidov's in this one because he's a rookie. And spoiler alert, I score. We get some, so stay tuned for that. It's weird to do it this way, but there we are. Hey, look at that! Please subscribe, and like. Oh, I hit you backwards there. It's usually like and subscribe. Wow. Every once in a while, I'll mix some of that stuff I do regularly up just for shits and giggles. Here we go. It's our first pack. No way am I going to be able to read these guys' names, unfortunately. Shane Wright, I can see there. But really hard to see the names on these, especially from this angle. So I'm not sure how this is going to go vocally, but it is what it is. It's a decent design on the Upper Deck this year. The base is always pretty good. I mean, they're the flagship. They're the makers. This is the Tops. What Tops is to baseball. This is look at this right there. Slavskovsky, right off the get-go. It's one of the Encores. This is one of the more rare inserts in there. And this is a great card for me in my PC. Love to see this one. I think they say there's going to be like maybe one of those per box. So to get that first pack, pretty good start for me. Loving it. Back to the pack. There, I was probably saying something, but and look at this. Patrick Laine and the UD canvas right behind it. Woo, you got to love it, man. I opened these over a week ago, but I'm still excited about it. Getting those two cards back to back, right into the PC. You know, sometimes it's nice to get cards you can resell, but those are great cards for the PC. I might not have even known either one of those two existed. So then we got a nice Moritz Sider here in the UD portraits, where they take a picture of them as a youth, and in his case, he's still a youth, but and put it over. That's a nice insert card. I like those. Those are fun. Would have been too much to have 3 HAB inserts in the same pack. That would have been asking way too much. 2 is crazy, so not much else in the rest of that pack. At least believe it. Ended with a Bo Horvat, which is a great name, by the way, in hockey today. All right, so that was a good first pack. Off to a hot start here, and let's see what we got pack number 2. See, there's not even the unwrapping noise. It's probably not as satisfying for you as a viewer. And look at that. There's a Canadian right off the top. That's Josh Anderson, I believe. And yeah, the beat goes on. Avalanche goalie right there. But that was Blackwood. Now they got one of those OP Cheese, the glossy version. There ends up being a few of these throughout these 2 boxes. That one's of Austin Matthews. It looks like it's the gold version. I think they had silver and gold that we end up getting in these. In previous years, they've done like gold and bronze and all kinds of different colors with those backgrounds on there. And there's a Dazzler. That's what the Dazzlers look like this year. Great looking card, great looking insert that Upper Deck's been doing for years. I don't love the design of this one as much as some years past, but it's still good. It's still a Dazzler. It's still one of their best insert cards. And you're always looking to pull your favorite players or people from your favorite team in the Dazzler version. And then there's different colors depending on the rarity, or it used to be. I don't know if they're still doing that, but then we've got I forget what these are called. I can't really see that. What does it say? Bustle. Yeah, it says Bustle. I remember being confused about this when I opened it in the first place. That's the name of the insert. It's Bustle, and that's a Jesper Bratt Bustle. Got to be one of the weirdest card titles I've ever seen. They could have just gone with Hustle and probably not confused as many people. I don't know what the Bustle's about. Or maybe there's Hustles and Bustles. I don't know. Here's our first Young Guns. And I can't quite read the name on that one, and I forget who it is because I put all these cards away a long time ago because after I film, I like to sort. So I put all this stuff away. The only stuff that's still handy is the Canadian stuff because it's in the PC here, but all the other stuff's in the boxes, away, sorted, getting ready to go into team sets. Hey, and there's a Dallas Star finally, so That's going into the PC as well. And you can see on there, that's the old jersey, that neon green one. They just barely came out with the new release jerseys, which are fantastic, by the way. If you haven't seen them, go look right now. It was cool knowing about those jerseys a few weeks ahead of time because they came in the loading dock, and it was very hush-hush, and nobody can open these boxes or know what's inside, and I helped them move them all and try to keep the secret out, and they just went on sale actually on Black Friday. People were lined up outside the building all the way around over in our parking garage. It was insane that people want to get the jersey that early, but it's well liked and already sold out online right now. Maybe by the time this video comes out, they'll have more, but there's a Boston Bruin. You don't love to see it, but there he is. That's Elias Lindholm, I believe it was. Here's some other fellas. I can't read their names from where they're at. There's a dual card checklist. A couple great goalies there. Utah, we got a Dumba. Well, he's in the Stars gear, so we'll put it over there, even though he's not with the Stars anymore. Yeah, it stinks that I can't. And there's a Wyatt Johnston in the glossy, and that's the silver version. That is in the PC for sure. Loving that card. I will miss those neon green jerseys. They came out with those when I moved to Austin, and that's kind of when my Stars fandom began. Actually moved back to Boston, then Connecticut, and then eventually back down to work for the Stars. It was a weird. My moving schedule has been very weird. This is a cool insert card of Lindgren, Charles Lindgren. I like the way they have like the city background in that card. That's a cool insert. And then here's another one, Compositions of Marco Rossi. And yeah, Upper Deck does well with their inserts. They have too many probably, but they're mass producing these cards. And at least they're giving you some different things you'll see throughout these two boxes. We don't get a lot of the same insert, which is kind of nice, but kind of not nice if you're interested in one particular set and you want to collect it. What is the weirdest set you've ever collected? I'm curious if you want to let me know especially in the hockey world. Is there do you try to go for all the Dazzlers? Yeah, the UD Canvas, that's been going on for a long time. Obviously, the Young Guns is the most sought after, but probably the most expensive to try to collect the whole thing. I'm wondering if anybody tries to do that. I can't think of a weird one I've done in hockey. I haven't really done that with them. I've had a few baseball, some basketball, a little football like that, where I have a random set collected, but not so much in hockey. Maybe I should try it. Maybe I should go for the Dazzlers because I like them. There's another Hab, Brendan Gallagher right there. One of my favorite Habs, a long-time Hab. Hated by most other teams, but every team's got to have one of those guys that other teams hate. I feel like that's a key to knowing you're a team that can go somewhere and do something. I think the Habs are looking real good this year. We got a Compadres card there of Jack Eichel and Mark Stone, and I'm saying something about how it's hard to like half this card because I don't like Mark Stone one bit, but I do respect Jack Eichel quite a bit, and I like him. Then we've got a Young Guns checklist, and that is good because it's Ivan Demidov on one side, and hang on, I've got the card right here. I'm going to read it. It is Artem Levshinov on the other side. I'm guessing these are probably two of the top rookies in this class, and therefore they're on the checklist. Not sure how well the checklists do monetization-wise, but that one's not leaving the PC. So, and then there's a Brady Tkachuk goal-orientated, like I said. A lot of great inserts in this one. That's a great-looking card. Very cool. Goal-orientated is much better than saying bustle on a card. For all the love I give the inserts, I can't get behind bustle. But you know what? You're going to miss on a few. They're not all going to be home runs, if I may use a baseball term here in this hockey video. So this was Blaster 1. I think I'm just kind of going back and reviewing it and talking about it a little bit. Pretty solid. I like this blaster. Obviously, the Habs that came forth in it were good enough. If I had just got this one blaster, I think I might have been satiated. But no, we went for two. So let's see what we get in box number 2. Stop fanning these out, you fool. It would be much better if I had the original sound. Again, lost the original sound on this video, put the whole thing together, and then realized, oh, there's no sound in this part of the video. So I decided to just re-record audio over the top. There we go. You can see there's a Dazzler of Ivan Demidov on the side of the box there, which is cool. And this is box number 2 of Series 1 Upper Deck. They come in many forms. You'll see them everywhere. They sell them at lids, for crying out loud. Upper Deck Hockey, they get out there. They're around. It's a great card for starting collectors. You don't want to pay too much for stuff, and you just want to get some good pictures of players in the hobby, and a lot of good inserts. And let's be honest, the Young Guns are the most sought after version of most rookie cards in the hockey world. Here I am sleeving up a few things real quick because I feel like it's important. Sleeving up those Young Guns like I was just talking about. And here we go. We're in the blaster number 2. It looks like it was 4 packs per, and I don't know, maybe 12 cards per pack. I can't remember, but pretty solid. Pretty solid offering. Some shiny stuff in this one. And I'm going to try to shove it to the back. Always tough when you're opening cards to figure out where's the good stuff, what's the best way to show these off. I think I would like to get a little tighter, but I do like that you can see some of the stuff I've already opened in the shot if I'm just critiquing myself as I'm watching myself, which I don't usually do that. I don't usually watch it. Oh, Max Domi. I'm talking about how much I dislike Max Domi right there. I don't remember having any real fantastic gems, but usually the when I lose video or audio, the thing I'm most mad about is that, like, oh, I said some good stuff. I don't remember what I said, and it's now lost forever. And so whatever the original audio was on this one, it's just gone. And it's sad, but I don't remember having any huge gut busters, but you never know. Going through these cards, we're getting to the good stuff now. This is a sizzle reel. This is a really cool card of Arturi Lehkonen. And there's actually a QR code there on the back. You can scan that, and it takes you to the clip that's on the front of the card. And it's very cool. I did try it. You can try to screen capture it right there now and see if you can get to there as well. Not sure if it'll work off the screen, but give it a shot. There's another one of those Encore cards. This one's of Alexander Barkov, 2-time defending Stanley Cup champion captain. So that's a solid card right there. I like the design of those. It's based off an old Upper Deck set. And there's another UD portraits right there of Noah Ostlund. And might also be a rookie card for him. Not 100% sure. Not familiar with his game. Sorry, sir. Not seeing you in action. But that's pack 1 of blaster number 2. Let's go into pack number 2 of 2. Rustle noises with the pack. I know you're missing that. Putting the good stuff to the back. And we've got a Young Guns right up on the top. And that is Guy on the Flyers. Cannot see his name from where I'm watching this, but I'm sure you can see it there. Not many people know about the Flyers. They are still a hockey team. They used to be a prominent hockey team, especially in the 60s, 70s. But, man, they have fallen off a cliff. They have not been good in years, and they just kind of hang out. They're there. And speaking of hanging out, Columbus Blue Jackets, I will usually always throw some shade their way. They're barely a franchise. The Breadman. There he is. One of the best nicknames in hockey probably right now is the Breadman. And then we've got an OPC glossy right there, and it looks like it is the either gold or bronze, can't quite tell, of Jesper Bratt, who I believe I have. Oh, look at this. Look at this. What have we done? It's a Dazzler. It's Ivan Demidov in the Dazzler. This is exactly what I would be hunting for. Look, I'm here. I'm giddy about it being the card on the box. Woo, the card on the box. I don't know if I've ever gotten the card on the box, but we got it, and I'm amped about it. So amped that I'm taking a break to sleeve, which I rarely do, especially mid-pack. But this is exactly what I came here for, is rookies of Ivan Demidov, and, man, that is the one to get, and I'm stoked about it. So really nothing can go wrong from this point on, and I'm just living on the high life. You could hear it in my voice if I was there, and I'm still excited about it. I love that card. Philip Gustafson right there on that goalie card is a very cool card as well. I don't want to take anything away from him or that card's efforts, but the Demidov Dazzler was definitely dominant. That's a lot of Ds. Woo, they love the D. All right, 2 packs left. Let's go into pack number 3 from Blaster 2. Cool shot there. A lot of good photography on these Upper Deck cards. I feel like they save their best for these. Some of their other series have, fine cards, but these feel like you're there in the game. There's Miro Heiskanen for my PC. Liking that. And there is a Dickinson card, and I think I'm telling you that I have an autograph of Dickinson up on eBay, our eBay channel. So check that out, our eBay store, is Court Cousins. I'm pointing it out there on the bottom of the mat. We got a big sale going on right now through December 15th. It's 10% off everything. So go check it out and see what's there. Some of this stuff might be there. That was Austin Matthews silver to match that bronze one I got earlier. Kind of digging for it a little bit. Yep, there I'm seeing I have both of those. So one of those is more rare than the other, and I'm pointing that out. But yeah, like I said, the 10% sale is now on. Get some stuff for Christmas. Get it for families, friends. A lot of stocking stuffers, a lot of team sets, a lot of player sets. Go check it out. Here's another bustle. That one's of Seth Jarvis of the Carolina Hurricanes. And he's a bustling away. And then look at this. Lane Hudson on the compositions insert. And these boxes just keep giving me Habs. And I am here for it. Look at this. It's amazing. And I could have got no more good cards after the Demidov Dazzler, and yet, boom, another Lane Hudson, a year two Hudson, so not a rookie, but still very fun. And I had a good time pulling Hudsons last year too when I was on the hunt for them. You can go see some of those when I restarted the channel this May. There's definitely a few boxes where we were Hudson hunting and doing pretty well. Please subscribe and like. I did a little backwards on this one, but like and subscribe. Whatever order you'd like to do it in, we will take it. Checking out that back of that Red Wing card. I believe that's another dude. There's another guy. And then our third encore card. Lucky enough to get a third, Andrei Savechkin. I always have trouble with his last name, but you know who he is. Dude scores a bunch for Carolina. He's like their best player. Carolina, always pretty good, always hanging around, never seem to get over the hump. But they're there. They're close. Another Young Guns. This one's of a young man it's Hudson. It's another Hudson, and he is on the Oilers. I don't know much about him, so I just put it over there. I do sleeve it up later, don't you worry. And then a William Nylander goal-orientated is our final card. A beautiful insert, but with a terrible team on the front. Of course, as a Habs fan, I have to hate on Toronto. It is my birthright to do so. Them and the Boston Bruins, they can just suck one. We won't have any of it here. But yeah, these were two great blasters. I'm kind of spreading out the wealth here, honestly. For upper deck blasters of hockey, I don't think you can do much better than this. I'm stoked about it. Here I'm flipping over cards. I'm just sort of like going over everything we got. Just an amazing grouping, and especially for me as a Habs fan, just all the Habs cards that I got in there were just amazing. That Sizzle Reel card is very cool. I'd like to get that of other guys. Of course, the Young Guns. I mean, the upper deck set just gives and gives, and I would hope that if you go out and get some blasters, they're as good to you as these two boxes were to me. It may not always go that way for people, but, man, I got some good cards. Both those Austin Matthews right there. Just a good time all the way around. Got some stars, all stars base except for that glossy Wyatt Johnston, which is amazing. And then, of course, all those Habs. Look at them. Look at all these Habs. Ooh, look at them. It's awesome. And like one of every type of insert, too. Didn't double up on anything, except got a couple of only 2 base cards, and then the rest were inserts. That's amazing. What an amazing run it was for us. I can hear the Canadian goal song going right now in my head. I'm just pumped about it. Card on the box. I lost the original audio, but still rewatching it was pretty fun. Hopefully you enjoyed these 2 boxes. Good luck when you get some. I'm not sure when I'm going to wrap this up, but I feel like it's going to be soon because I don't usually talk a lot after I'm done ripping because people usually don't watch this long. Thanks for coming. Oh, he's still going. Be done. Come on. Be done, sir. He's looking at the box now. He's saying something. You're missing out probably a decent ramble here, but at this point you probably ended the video. If you watched this far, drop a 77 in the comments so I know that you stayed all the way to the end. You shouldn't, because I don't know what I'm doing right now in this video, but thanks for coming. Yeah.